Hello everybody, and welcome back to Pravus Gaming and more Slay the Spire. Bet you guys thought I was done with this series, didn't ya? Nope, Slay the Spire is releasing a fourth character. It's currently in beta, and I'm very excited, so I'm playing more than ever. I actually thought about playing as the Watcher for today's video, but it still needs a bit of tweaking, some more rebalancing, and a lot more card art, so I figure we can always circle back around to it when it's a bit more fleshed out. Instead, today, let's play as a custom character from the Steam Workshop, the Disciple. Very interesting character, cool mechanics, great design. I would say one of the better character mods out there. Also surprisingly difficult. I haven't quite figured it out yet. I've been trying to record this episode for 8 hours, and I have lost every single run pretty badly. So I'm hoping we're going to have a bit more luck this run. This character is finally ready to play. It's about time. That is a pun, because this character is all about time manipulation. You can hold on to cards for longer than you normally would be able to in order to unleash a really good opportune attack. You can force your opponents to skip to the next turn. You can have temporary trinkets, which are giving you special effects. It's a really cool character. I think you guys are going to like it a lot. For our starting relic, we have the Chronometer. Cards in your hand cost 1 less energy for each turn they are retained. Retention is a special mechanic here. There are a lot of different ways to enable this. Basically, you hold on to a card until the next turn, right? It's kind of like a well-laid plans or something from the Silent. But with Chronometer, it gets cheaper, which means you can take some expensive cards that are pretty high in value and make them even better. It's really nice. I like Chronometer. I like Retention. I sometimes overly focus on it, though, so I'm not sure if it's what I'm supposed to be focusing on. This character is all about delayed gratification, I think, which is a really cool idea, but it's a little difficult for me because I like to go ham. Great art animation, by the way. You have to admit, that really works well, better than most other mods. All right, so what do we want to do for our starting relic? Well, there is actually a way to get to a super elite for free if these two question marks are not... Oh, actually, could we get to another one? If they are not combat, we can get to a super elite. I guess I kind of want to try for it. So, all right, we're going to go for the next 3. Combats have 1 HP. Let's talk about our deck. We have 4 strikes and 4 defense to start. Pretty standard there. Second Hand is a special card. Retain 1 card, so that's the retention I'm talking about, and then gain 5 block. So it's better than a block in every way. We get to hold on to a card and make it cheaper for next turn, which means this also saves me energy for future turns. Pretty helpful. And then we have Pattern Shift. This is really unique. Shift the enemy to their next turn. So you know how over your enemy's heads there's a telegraphed intent, whether they're going to attack you or defend or debuff or whatever it's going to be, right? Let's suppose you don't like what they're doing this turn. You can use Pattern Shift to say, what are you going to do next turn? Okay, I'd rather you do that instead. Very powerful against a boss that is charging up a super attack and you don't want to take 60 damage to the face, you'd rather take the debuff. On top of that, Pattern Shift is also a self-retaining card, which means once it is in your hand, it does not go away until you play it. Pretty helpful. You can save it for just the right moment. All right, so we're going to start down over here, I guess. Try working with that super elite, praying that the question marks are not combat. So this is actually a really good example of how Pattern Shift would be useful. So with the Cultist, I know that he starts with a special buff that gives him strength every turn. So this character is able to ramp up in strength, and that's the difficulty of the Cultist. Using Pattern Shift, I can say, no, don't do that. Move on to your next turn and do an attack instead. And now he's never going to get his buff. That's a pretty cool advantage. In this case, it doesn't matter because we're just going to kill him anyway, but you get the point. It can work pretty well. Choose a card. Locked Maw Bank. So there are special cards in the Disciples deck called Replicas. These are temporary artifacts, all right? Temporary relics. They'll give you some sort of a benefit for a certain number of turns, and then the relic shatters, okay? There are ways to preemptively shatter it to get extra effects, but we'll try to explain that more when we find some sort of a card that would enable it. In the case of the Locked Maw Bank, you gain 12 gold if it survives combat without shattering, and it shatters in 7 turns. So if we play this for 1 energy, and we can beat the fight within the next 7 turns, then we get 12 gold. I would say this is hot garbage, so I'm not going to get it. Formal Wear, deal 14 damage, unlocks a replica, deals 1 damage to a random enemy when it shatters. Also hot garbage. Don't want this. Hands Up. Gain 4 block. At the end of the round, deal damage equal to your remaining block. So the enemy has a chance to attack you, but if you have any block left over, you do damage to them. Stacks really well with other kinds of cards where you have almost a barricade effect. It can really stack up a ton of block. This can be strong. Do I really want to go for this, though? Honestly, no, not yet. I mean, I might regret not picking this up now, but to be honest, I don't want to shoe myself in to a specific type of combo. It's not easy to make work, so we're just going to skip it and try to keep the deck a little bit thinner. Darn it, we did have a combat. All right, so we're not going to be able to gain the super elite. That's unfortunate. Engulf. Deal 3 damage, apply 5 slow. Slow debuffs your enemy for every 1 stack of slow if they take 10% more damage from attacks. So this is almost like applying a vulnerability for 1 turn, and then the slow sticks around. It resets back to 0, but every card you play after that adds another stack of slow. So having an engulf is kind of nice. There's also an effect called Haste, which applies to yourself, and every card you play gives you 10% more block from defense. So this is okay. Clock and Load deals 4 damage. Each turn increases the card damage by 2 for this combat. I have often picked this up. I'm starting to wonder if maybe it's too slow to be worth my time. I don't know for sure. Then there's Bite Command. Deals 16 damage 2 turns from now, so it's a delayed effect for 1 energy, but a pretty good amount of damage. If we upgrade this, it does 21 damage 1 turn from now. So I actually like Bite Command a lot. I think this can be very solid. Do I pick this up, or do I pick up the Engulf? I think for now we go for Bite Command. If I get a chance for another Engulf later, maybe we will do it. So if I can't do the Super Elite, where do I want to go? I will go down this path and try to pick up a couple of campfires as well as some sort of an Elite. So that should be fine. Let's go ahead and strike you. So that's our 3 combats done. Clock and Load again. Crunch Time shatters the newest replica, deals 5 damage for each turn left on the countdown timer. Some replicas have a lot of countdown timer, like 7 perhaps. So this could do 35 damage for 1 energy. But I honestly find that it's really hard to make work. There's only one replica that I know of that pairs pretty well with this. It's called the Locked Anchor. It gives you block, and then instead of ticking down, it ticks up. So if you hold on to that for, let's say, 20 turns and then play Crunch Time, you could do an absolute ton of damage. But it's so slow, I just don't think it's worth it. Locked Blood. Unlock a Blood Vial replica. Heals 2 HP every turn for 3 turns. So it's 6 HP over 3 turns. Not bad. I think for now I'd rather have the DPS. I'm a little loath to go for Clock and Load just because I think it's kind of steered me wrong in the past. But we're going to try for it anyway and see if it's going to be any better for us. Right now it's worthless. So we're going to go ahead and do Bite Command, a Defend, and a Strike. And then we're going to move on. We're going to take 5 damage. Nothing I can do about that. There's our second hand. Let's go ahead and play it. So we'll get to retain a card next turn. I'll do 1 more Defend, and we'll do a Strike. I get a Hold On to Pattern Shift guaranteed for next turn. I retain Defend, and the chronometer makes it free next turn, so 1 free Defend. Lots of retention means a lot of cards played in a single turn. It's really not that bad. Clock and Load will do a pretty good amount of damage. Then we can strike you and strike you again, and you are dead. All right, works out just fine for me. Essence of Steel, sure. Economics. I have yet to figure out how to activate this card. In theory, it makes sense, but I can't seem to figure it out. This turn, your next discounted card is duplicated into your hand and costs 0. Wait a minute. Discounted. Does that mean the card that's been retained and is discounted? Is that how this works? Because if so, and you retain the right kinds of cards, you can make this really good. Economics might be good if that's how it works. I think that I've tried that in the past and it didn't work, but maybe I'm wrong. Alternatively, we have So, deals 12 damage and then switches to a different card, Reap, which deals 9 damage to all enemies and then switches back to So. There are several cards in the Disciples deck that switch effect over the course of the fight. It's pretty cool. However, it also makes it difficult for you to set up the cards correctly against your opponent because sometimes you have to go through 2 cycles of your deck in order to get the card that you're really looking for. So this is a bit of a double-edged sword, but I do like the extra AoE effect. Short-sighted, lose 6 HP, lose twice that. Sorry, heal 6 HP, lose twice that 4 turns from now. So if you can end a fight quickly, you actually heal up a lot. I'm going to do Economics. I hope that this works the way that I think it does. If so, then maybe I'm brilliant. I don't know. I should have thought of it sooner, but I didn't. Let's do the question mark. Okay, we can upgrade a card to transform or remove. Transforming is tempting, but I'm going to go ahead and upgrade a card. Let's do second hand. No, let's go ahead and upgrade Pattern Shift before we fight a boss. This becomes innate, which means I'm guaranteed to have it on my first turn, and there are some bosses where being able to make them skip their first turn is very strong. The Goblin Knob, for example. It's pretty good because it doesn't ever get to do its power-up, which means you can play skills throughout the fight as much as you want. Let's also smith a card. Economics, if we upgrade it. This turn, your next duplicated... What's different here? Your next discounted card is duplicated into your hand and costs 0 this whole combat. Oh. Well, does that actually matter? Would I ever economic something I don't plan on using right now? I guess it stays 0 for the rest of combat. Oh. So if you play this right, this actually could be very good. I'm thinking I want to upgrade the second hand so I have extra retention and a slightly better block. But Bite Command, Clock and Load, and Economics might actually be pretty good. Alright, these guys are going to suck. We could use Pattern Shift to force them to move on to their next attack, but right now I don't see a whole lot of point in doing that. Vulnerability doesn't do me a lot of good. Plated Armor actually could help me save a bit of life, so we're going to go ahead and use it. I will use the second hand, and then I will strike you twice, and then we're going to move on, retain the defense so it's free next turn. Plus having the Plated Armor, it's going to save me a little bit of pain, I think. Not a whole lot, but a little bit. Let's go ahead and get some defend, another defend, another defend, and then we are going to bite command you, so in 2 turns you're going to take a lot of extra damage. And then I'm just going to go ahead and move on, save the Pattern Shift. We don't take any more damage this turn. So that's pretty decent. We're going to draw a lot of dazes, though, which bothers me a little bit. Economics is not going to help me right now, so we're going to strike you, and then we're going to do a defend, which is just enough to hold out for this next attack. So we're okay, sort of, but I haven't gotten any retention so far. Okay, let's go ahead and make sure you die. Then we're going to defend. Again, we're safe. Let's go ahead and strike you. Moving on, not taking any damage. Still got to cycle through those, the dazes, but we're looking pretty solid so far. Let's do second hand, and then I'm actually going to retain both of these defends for next turn. Well, not that I really need to do that. 1 defend plus a plated armor is enough at this point, but still. Clock and load is getting better as time goes on and is now doing 16 damage. So that's solid. Let's go ahead and defend. We'll clock and load you. I'm going to bite command you because I think I'm going to continue trying to burn this guy down. And then, yeah, no point in playing anything else from here on out. So we're fine. So you're going to take a lot of damage. Let's do another second hand. I will strike you twice. And then we are not going to retain the daze, of course. Because why would we do that? That doesn't make any sense. And then we're going to strike you, and then we're going to defend. I kind of thought that we'd be able to kill you by now, but so far, no dice. Even so, I think we've got this fight pretty well in hand, and we didn't take any damage. Which I think is all... Oh, I'd say that, and then look what happens. Hang on, we're going to pattern shift you. So rather than take damage, we just get some more dazes. It's a lot more dazes to cycle through, but hopefully I don't get too punished. Defend. Bite command, because I think this will last 2 more turns at least, and then we'll strike you. Still safe. This is actually going really well. Good first boss. And boom, 26 damage from clock and load. Not bad. Happy Flower. Every 3 turns, gain more energy. I love that. So they're short-sighted again. Slime Spray deals 7 damage and applies slow to all enemies. It self-retains, which is pretty decent. So slow is like vulnerability, so it can really mess with all your opponents, make you do a lot more damage, and it stays for the rest of combat. So I kind of like this. Facsimile. I don't really like this card. Create replicas of X. So you spend the rest of your mana. Create, I guess, 3 replicas at most of your eligible relics. Right now, we don't have any eligible relics, but there are other ones like the Anchor, the Whetstone, Painted War Paint. Certain types of relics can activate this, and you create a new version of them for whatever amount of mana you put into it. That's okay if you want to have some extra effects. This combos well with one other card that I can think of, but otherwise, I don't think I'm going to bother with it. So we're going to pick up Slime Spray. The fact that it's self-retaining means that it will become cheaper as the fight goes on, which means I'm going to be able to use it for some extra damage and AoE, and also apply slow for free, eventually, if I'm willing to wait that long. Let's go ahead and smith another card. Bite command, I think I'm going to go ahead and upgrade you so we can do damage a little bit faster. Or actually, I could ramp up clock and load by 2 turns. No. What happens if we upgrade Slime Spray? It does more damage. We're going to go for the bite command and upgrade you. It's a pretty good amount of extra damage, and 1 turn is not a long time to wait. Let's go for another boss. Bronze Scales. All right, love seeing that. Ah, Lagavulin. Alrighty. Well, I'm going to go ahead and second hand, and we're going to go ahead and move on. Hold on to both of these. Maybe I can set up a really good attack this turn. There's the bite command, so it's going to happen next turn regardless. Play you and Slime Spray. Apply a slow. He's not waking up yet, but I think he's going to when? At the start of his turn? At the start of my next turn, I think. So let's actually move on to the next turn. I think this works. It's not going to hit him right now. It moves on to the next round. Now it's my turn. Now it's going to hit him. Boom. All right, so he wakes up. Strike. Strike. I can use Pattern Shift to ensure that this guy never gets to apply his debuff to me, which I see is pretty good. Maybe I should have applied a vulnerability there, actually. Would have gotten a lot more damage. I didn't think about that. It's probably okay. I'm going to go ahead and apply the vulnerability to you anyway. And we're going to do the bite command. So we'll be able to do 31 damage next turn. Let's do a defend. I'm going to hold on to the slime spray. Economics, we'll test it and see if it actually works with slime spray the way I think it does. So there's a lot of damage there. If I play slime spray now, it'll do 10 damage for 1. Economics. Oh, I think you have to play economics first. Oh, that could be. All right, clock and load will do 23 damage, and then we can actually just kill you outright. Well, that went well. Toxic Egg. Upgrade skills. Love seeing that. Here's some more replicas. Locked Mercury. Deal 3 damage to all enemies at the start of your turn for 5 turns, so it's 15 damage to everybody. Locked Medicine. Whenever you draw a status card, discard it and draw a card. Lasts for 7 turns. Okay, but it costs 2 energy, and another slime spray, which I don't think is worth it. I'm going to keep the deck thin, and we're just going to ignore that for the time being. Not that I think that thin decks are necessarily the meta. I don't, but even so. Are we going to get to a shop anytime soon? No. So do I want the regret? Not really. I'm going to go ahead and take the max HP and just make myself stronger for future floors. All right, let's see. We're going to strike this guy if possible. Not take any damage. I want to kill you before you steal all my money. I need my gold. That gold is for me. All right, we'll do a second hand. I'll do a clock and load because it's still more damage. And then we will strike you. We're going to hold on to both of these. So in theory, if I play economics first and then defend, we'll gain another defend. Is that correct? Could I kill you this turn? Yes. I think so. We will apply slime spray. And then I'm going to strike you. So you do not die. Oh, shoot. Economics. Defend. There's another defend. Frick. Okay. I can force you to run away sooner, I think, but I don't want that. Yeah, I messed that up. I thought I'd be able to kill him this turn. I miscalculated. Okay. Can I do 7 damage? Yes. Clock and load will finish you off. Which I will do. Well, second hand. And I'll strike you. And I'll strike you. And I'll retain a defend, I guess. Yeah, so if I can use economics for a really valuable card and then make it stay in my hand or in my deck for the rest of combat, that could be very good. Ticked off. Gain 13 block, gain haste. So that's the other version of slow. So every time we play a card, we get another stack of haste, which gives us 10% more block from blocks. It is self-retaining, so it gets cheaper. Locked plans is very good as a replica. Unlocks a well-laid plans replica. You gain retain an additional card each turn for 4 turns. If we upgrade this, you retain 2 cards. This is like gaining 4 mana over the course of combat for the cost of 2. Or if you upgrade it, 8 mana for the cost of 2. It's very good. Do I like that or a ticked off plus more? I think I'll take the locked plans, because that's very strong. Hey, look, a shop. All right, a few other options here. Wind up, self-retaining card that can do some damage. It's not bad. Not bad at all. Another slime spray, no. Pendulum is strong. Remove targeted enemy buffs for 5 turns. This can be extremely strong against certain types of bosses. I like this a lot. Very good card. Escort command, no thank you. Locked anchor, gain block, it's a freebie. Lee's waffle, raise your max HP and heal all your HP. Purity, card removal. We have to do pendulum, I think. We're going to pick you up. And I'm tempted to get wind up, but I think instead I'm going to go ahead and do a card removal and pull out a basic strike and try to thin out the deck to get some more value. There's always chances to get things like wind up later. It's not the end-all be-all. It's okay, but it's not the end-all be-all. Let's see. I could pattern shift you so we don't take any damage, which I may do. Let's go ahead and do locked plans. I'll strike you, and I'll pattern shift you so we don't need any block. Defending can be a little difficult with this character if you don't draw the right cards. Pendulum, would this actually remove your ability to split? Ooh, that'd be interesting. I don't know if it does. I'm going to bite command, defend, defend, defend. Pendulum, let's try... Oh, wait. If I do that, I think it gets rid of his delayed attack. Okay, so no, it does not look like it gets rid of the split effect. Well, that's fair. It's sad, but it's fair. I'm going to hold on to Slime Spray and make it free next turn. I'm going to hold on to the Pendulum. So that's free now. So here comes the Bite command. Maybe I should have slowed it. So let's try it. Use it? No, it does nothing. Okay, I didn't think that it would, but even so. Let's go ahead and Economics. I'll Slime Spray you now, and I'll have another Slime Spray that's free for later that's self-retaining. I'm going to clock and load. Wait. First, I'm going to do second hand. I'm going to strike you, and then I'm going to clock and load. We're trying to apply as many stacks of the slow as possible to get a little bit more value. And Slime Spray should be able to finish off the little slimes from here on out, so we're fine. Took a little bit of damage, but not absolutely horrible. Haste Tonic. Gain haste. All right. So, a card that changes what it does over the course of combat. Deals 12 damage, then switches to Reap, which does 9 damage to all enemies, then switches back to so it's back and forth changing what it does. Vested Legacy is not bad. When upgraded, let's see, it adds 3 upgraded wards to your hand, and each ward is a 0-cost block. I think when it's upgraded, it gives you 4 blocks. So this is 12 block for 1 energy, and then shuffles in 2 more wards into your deck. This pairs very nicely with any cards that give you lots of exhaustion. I'm going to pick it up because I would like to have extra defense. Then we're going to move on. Against this guy, I don't know if I need to heal. I don't think that I do. So we're going to try upgrading something instead. Do I upgrade the locked plans? I think so. So now we get 2 retentions for 4 turns. It saves me a lot of energy. 4 turns is all that it lasts. It's not amazing, but I mean, it's pretty good. I'm going to hold on to the pattern shift. Let's do a bite command and a strike. And then I don't need to do a defend. What am I doing? That's fine. All right, so we're going to make him skip this super attack. Pattern shift to you. So now he would apply a debuff. Let's do second hand. I will strike, and I will strike. Okay, that actually moved him on. Let's hold on to both of my defends and make them free. Okay, not bad. Hold on to the Slime Spray, I think. Let's do the locked plans now. And then I'm going to defend and defend. Do I want to play anything else? I guess I could play the Vested Legacy, but it guarantees I'm going to draw some upgraded wards next turn. I don't really gain a lot for playing it right now. Do I want to thicken the deck with some wards that I may not play? Yeah, let's just go ahead and play it. All right, got the wards. I don't need them right now, so I'm just going to send them on into the discard. Let's retain the Clock and Load and the Economics. Okay. And he's going to do a lot more damage this time, but I have a bunch of wards. Pendulum would get rid of your buff, but you're about to pop back up anyway, so I'm not sure I want that right now. I could get another Clock and Load. Let's do Economics. Ward, Ward, Ward. Pendulum to get rid of the Bronze Scales. Clock and Load. Clock and Load. Strike. I should have done Slime Spray first. For the slow, but I didn't think about it. Okay, so we'll take a little damage. That could have been better, but I didn't think about it properly. Ward. Ward. Defend, defend, defend. So he doesn't get to do any damage to me this turn. The Thorns are doing some work, though. I love that. Hold on to the pattern shift. Let's go and do second hands. Let's do a strike, a strike. Hold on to the Vested Legacy for next turn. Okay, here comes his next super attack. There's Bite Command. If I play this, you move on to a debuff. Do I think I can get enough ward that I can survive this attack? I actually might be able to. Let's second hand. Vested Legacy. Ward, ward, ward. We're playing a lot of slow here, by the way. We will defend. Defend. Bite commands. Not that it does a lot of good with this much slow. Retain the strike. Okay, so he'll take enough damage to push him into the next phase now. There it is. You currently still have no bronze scales, so, I mean, let's Clock and Load. Strike. Strike. And nothing else matters, so we'll move on. Okay, there's a Sharp Hide. I guess we could have used Pattern Shift to prevent that. Ward. Defend. Do nothing. Hold on to the Slime Spray. Second hand. Defend. Hold off. Retain both of these. Make them free. These should pop up now. Which means we can start with a Slime Spray, Vested Legacy, Ward, 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 Bite Command, defend one more time, strike, Clock and Load will do 49 damage thanks to all that slow, and he goes directly into his next phase, and we can prevent him from gaining any more power. So let's go ahead and use the Pattern Shift. He'll attack me, but I have plenty of defense. And he has no bronze scales, which means we should be able to finish him off. Oh, there we go. Never mind. Bite command. All right, that went pretty well. Choose a card. Over time, deal 0 damage. For each card you've exhausted this combat, increase damage by 4. Pairs very well with Vested Legacy. So this could actually become a very good card. Rage Command. Deal 48 damage to all enemies 3 turns from now. Very slow. Powerful, though. Master Key upgraded. Plays all powers in your hand and in the discard pile. If we had a lot of replicas, this would be a pretty good card. Outside of that, though, when we don't have a lot of replicas, I don't think it's worth it. So we're going to pick up Over Time, and using the Vested Legacy, I think we can actually gain a lot of power for that card. All right, let's see. Black Star for extra relics. Empty Cage, remove 2 cards. Fusion Hammer, no longer Smith. I think I'm going to take the Black Star, and we need to go fight some elites, and hopefully get a lot of value out of this. Lots of relics. Turns out they're good. There's one elite there. With a couple of campfires to follow. Another elite down this path if I need it. Okay, we're going to take the left branch. We'll try to... unless I want to go this way to get more question marks. Lots of combat in the second floor is not necessarily what I want. Let's take the left path anyway. These guys are going to suck. All right. Bite command, let's say you. I'll do a defend. Strike, clock, and load. It's about all I can do at the moment. Gonna take a fair bit of damage, because we did not get much in the way of defense to start, which sucks, but oh well. Okay, so that hits. Strike, and Vested Legacy. Thank you for the 12 block. And now, over time, actually can do 12 damage. So the more we do this, this is going to get better and better. In fact, 1 Vested Legacy means that this is going to do 20 damage. Still not great for 2 energy. Not bad, but not great. 2 Vested Legacies over the course of 2 deck reshuffles. Now that's strong. I don't think we have time for locked plans. We're going to go ahead and do a second hand. We'll do a ward. Do another defend. Pendulum would do me no good. I'll retain both of you. So you don't take any damage. Locked plans now gets cheaper. Okay, we'll use it. There is nothing I can do here at all. Well, since I have the energy, let's go ahead and play the Slime Spray and just get some damage out there. Apply the slow. And then maybe... we don't need this. Maybe next turn we'll be able to get enough damage, but I really doubt it. Well, if we get over time... we did not. All right. Bite command, I think, is going to be too slow. He'll get away before he can do anything with that. I will strike, strike, strike. It doesn't matter. And he runs away. Because we use the pattern shift. So he just goes right on. All right, well, we lose some gold, but whatever. Poison. Okay, Coated Vibrissa I like. Gain 13 block, switches to Exo Coating, which gives you 4 plated armor and then switches back to Coated Vibrissa. So it's a pretty good defensive card, all around. Locked Scales is temporary bronze scales. I already have some, so I don't know if I want to stack that. Wind up, self-retaining damage. No, we're going to go for Coated Vibrissa. I feel like we need more defense anyway in the deck, so that's fine. Okay, so a Vested Legacy here makes sense to me. We will do a Bite command on you since you're powering up and you're the most dangerous. Let's strike you. Ward, ward, ward. Okay, we're not going to take any damage. Hold on to the pattern shift, just in case. The bronze scales are doing a load of work here, though, so I like that. We could do Pendulum and force this guy to drop. Problem is, these guys technically are doing more damage. I could throw a potion. And I will. Let's kill you. Pendulum, knock you down. I don't have any good attacks is the only problem. Let's do second hand. Ward, defend, defend. If I do Pendulum on you, you lose your strength. I'm only taking 1 damage right now. I'm just going to accept it and let the bronze scales do their work. I could have held on to Pendulum just now. I should have done that. Okay, so you're dead. So that wasn't so bad. Clock and load for 10. Strike. Can't do anything else. We'll just move on. And overtime will have to work. Okay. An attack potion. Sure. Upgraded wind up. Deals 19 damage. Gets cheaper over time. Blue shift. Some block that retains. Let's hold on to blue shift. I do favor defense with this deck, I think. Overtime is worthless to me right now. I'm going to go ahead and apply the poison to you. And also, do I want to apply the hastes for more defense? It wouldn't gain me a lot. Let's do an attack potion. Keepsakes lets me retain a lot, but that's not going to do me much good when there's not a lot I want to retain. Let's do the rage command and make it free. Play it, so he'll take 48 damage in 3 turns. We'll do second hand. We'll defend. I'll hold on to overtime. Maybe we'll get the Vested Legacy sometime soon. Did not. No, we did. Never mind. Pendulum. I don't want to get rid of my attack, so this is not a good time to use that. We'll do the Vested Legacy, certainly. Ward. Do I play this now for 12? Not really. I think I do Locked Plans. Can I move you on? Yeah, I'll take the Enfeebling Spores, I think. Let's grab the Overtime and make the Pendulum free. Still waiting on this, though. Slime Spray, of course, sticks around a bit longer. We can do Economics now. And Overtime, which will do 12, and then I get another copy of it. So that's a bit of damage. Alright. Bite Command, Coda Vibrissa. Defend. Still taking a lot of damage here. Slime Spray is free now, though, so we'll get some slowing effects. But here come the Rage and the Bite Command, so he's just dead. Boom. Alright. Took a lot of damage there. Analog is interesting. So there's a lot of other cards in the Disciples deck that actually change their effect based on the intent of your enemy. And there are 15 different intents in the game. So there are several different outcomes that can occur from one card. Analog gives me either Strength, Dexterity, an Artifact, or Retain for their enemy intent. And it's for each enemy. So if I'm fighting a huge trash mob, this becomes pretty strong. Tempo is similar, returns to your hand as a permanently transformed upgraded card based on the enemy intent. So there's 15 different cards this can turn into. Once you play it, Tempo is gone forever. You have a new card in your deck. Wake Up Call deals 60 damage to a stunned or sleeping target. There are not a lot of ways to enable it, so I don't think it's good. I think I'll take the Analog, because this could get me some nice buffs, whether that be Dexterity or Strength. Buy a potion, sure. Fairy in a bottle, okay. I skipped it, because I'm an idiot. That was stupid. Why did I do that? I don't know! I don't know why I do the things that we do. Do we want the Snecko? Not really, no. But I don't want to take that much damage either. So we're going to just eat it. Let's do the Locked Plans. And I guess we'll do a Clock and Load. And hold on to a Defend. The good news is retained cards still are cheaper regardless of the Snecko effect. We will second hand. We will do a free Defend. I'm going to go ahead and just do a Slime Spray now. And strike you. And then ignore that, keep both of these. So Exocoating and Overtime become a bit more affordable. Let's see, we can do a Defend. I could make something free, but I don't think it's worth, so we'll Defend. I'm going to do the Exocoating. And a Bite Command, and a Strike. Hold on to the Overtime and the Economics. Not that Overtime is useful to me right now, but even so. Alright, there's Analog. This would give me an Artifact and a Strength, which is worth it. So let's play that. Vested Legacy. Ward. Overtime now does something. I'm going to go ahead and play the Economics now. And then Overtime, and then Overtime. So 17 and 17. Why did that do 28? Oh, because the slow. Right. See, that's pretty good. And we'll retain, I guess, these. So the Artifact means we're not going to get any effect, which is pretty helpful. It's one of the reasons I like Analog. And then we can just Overtime you again and you die. Not a bad Snecko. Warding Filter. Add 3 wards to your hands. Okay, hey, that's technically more exhaustion. Another Analog I don't think we need. Prime Time, if you retain the card, does twice the damage. It's not bad. Facsimile Plus. Right now, we can only replicate our bronze scales, and I don't think this is worth it. I don't need any of this. I'm just going to skip and move on. Let's do an elite fight and pray that we can survive. Alright, is this guy. Well, I have Warding Filter. If I Pendulum you, I actually can get rid of your special effect where you apply wounds. So when I think I'm going to take damage, stopping it from applying wounds seems good. Let's do the Vested Legacy. And the locked plans. Ward, ward, ward. Strike you. Okay, we're going to hold on to the pendulum to make it free for later, just in case. The bronze scales are going to work really well against this right now, so I like that. I could economics the pendulum, so we can basically prevent this guy from doing wounds like ever. And considering right now I currently don't have enough to survive this attack, do I want to do that? How long do I think this fight's going to last? Pretty long. I'm going to do economics. I'm going to pendulum you. We're going to hold on to this, though. I'm going to use the wards, which are all going to exhaust and make overtime stronger. Apply this. Another defend. Clock and load. Okay, we'll retain you for now, I guess. So for 5 turns, he doesn't apply any wounds even if we take damage, which is good, but I'd still like to not take any damage in the first place. Another ward, sure. Defend. I guess we'll have to do the overtime for 36 damage. Oh no, boo-hoo, poor me. Strike, overtime. I can make you move on to your next turn, but that's actually worse. So we're just going to have to eat the damage here, I think. Remember, Black Star gets me 2 relics, so I really need this to pay off. Code of Abrissa, good time for that. Analog, some strength is okay, but it's self-retaining, so it's going to get cheaper. Let's ward. Coat. Second hand. Maybe I should slime spray you now. I think I will. Slime spray. Second hand. Strike. And I'll hold on to the rest of this. Okay. Still went pretty well there. He's not applying any wounds, so that's great. We can get plated armor, which helps a lot. I also can gain some strength for free, which I will. Let's do Vested Legacy. Bite commands. I need more block. Ward, ward, ward. 14 is better than 4. So we're going to use that. If I pattern shift you, we're fine. As opposed to taking 4 damage. But if I let him take the 4... If I take the 4 damage, he takes a bunch from bronze scales, too. I'm going to take the 4 damage to apply 12. No. 15? Alright. Execoding, pendulum. I don't know if that's the right call, but it definitely works. And overtime actually finishes you off. Alright. Yeah, I should have just gone ahead and moved on. I wasn't sure if I was going to get the overtime. Dreamcatcher. When you rest, you can add a card. Singing Bowl. When adding cards, you can instead raise max HP. Well, that combos nicely. Alright, let's see. Locked Medicine. Status and curse cards get discounted and discarded. Wind Up. Another self-retaining card is nice. Do I want this, or do I want to instead gain HP? I think I'll take a Wind Up, but not much more than that. Let's go to the shop. Cuckoo lets you exhaust cards. Good if you want to get rid of things like strikes and defends, and also to buff up over time again. It's self-retaining, though. Old Timer, it's a very slow card. For every card that's been played, you increase your damage by 1, so this gets very strong eventually. Another Blue Shift, Locked Anchor. Can't do these. Mind Blast. Good if you have a really thick deck. Cuckoo, I don't think is very good, normally. Because how many times am I really going to do this? But it can be good against certain bosses that fill your deck with burns, or wounds, or dazes, and so on. Also, it would be a way of thinning out the deck of strikes and defense so I can get to my regular cards sooner. Do I like that? Let's go ham on the overtime. And I'm also going to buy another blue shift so I have more self-retaining defense that I can use at the right moment. Do I want to rest? Yes. I want to rest. Now we can add a card. Echo Word. All subsequent cards played this turn also play an upgraded ward. Good if you need a lot of block in a hurry. Does not affect overtime. It sounds like it would because it plays an exhausting card, but I've tried this before and it does nothing. This feels pretty good, but also like it might be overkill. I need more energy for this to actually be worthwhile. Otherwise, it just takes up too valuable of a 1 slot. Still, if it's already upgraded, We're going to go for it. Go super defensive. Do I want to fight another elite? Do I think I can? I'm going to try. Am I? Yes, I'm going to try. Whetstone. Upgrade attacks. Strike and overtime gets upgraded. All right. Increased damage by 7. So overtime is now a very strong card. Let's do the Vested Legacy now. Ward, ward, ward. And nothing else matters. I'm going to hold on to my wind-up. Okay. We can cuckoo. What's in my draw pile currently? Game. Clicked off for some reason. We can get rid of some strikes and wards in preparation for overtime. And if I can hold on to overtime and then make it discounted and play economics and upgrade this so it sticks around forever for the rest of combat, that is strong. Yeah, there's a combo there. There's a really strong combo there. This would get me dexterity, artifact, and strength if I do this. I'm going to hold on to the cuckoo and make it cheaper. We're going to go ahead and do analog. I'm going to do second hand. And I'm going to do... what? Wind up? No, we can make that free later. Let's just do a strike. Retain a strike for later. Okay, don't draw the overtime. Don't draw the overtime. Didn't draw it. All right. We can still get rid of a defend, a strike, and a couple of wards if I wanted to, but if I hold on to the wards, we can make overtime better. Let's play Cuckoo. Get rid of a defend, strike. I'm going to get rid of the echo word. And the pendulum, I think. I don't think I really need them. Okay, so overtime is going to be very strong for next turn. If I slime spray right now, we could do a fair bit of damage, but I wouldn't have much in the way of block. I'm going to go ahead and do a blue shift. Wind up, strike. Okay. Can I find a way to hold on to overtime? Currently, no. Boo! Does 50 damage, though. Wow! Alright, we can ward. Now it does 57, so I can kill the mage. Which I don't necessarily need to do. I'm going to kill you instead, but still, overtime just got a lot better. Let's slime spray bite commands. So you're healing yourself, but that's fine. Should be fine for the rest of the fight now. There's overtime again. Die. Wow. All right, I like overtime better now. If you can really enable it, it's pretty strong. An ethereal block. I think I'm going to pass on all of these. And instead... gain the max HP. I mean, it's ethereal. It's only going to last for one turn. Or once in the fight. So thickening the deck with locked anchor isn't bad. And a little bit of extra block's not so bad. There's also a couple of cards we can use as shadow replicas and make this pretty good. Alright, let's take the anchor. I don't know if it's the right call. Parity. 1 energy deals 15 damage on even turns or 12 block on odd turns. I'm going to pass on that. It's not bad for 1 energy. That's really not bad at all. But it's hard to know when it's going to be useful. And I already have kind of a thick deck right now, and I don't think it's especially filling any role I need. Removing all strikes when I only have 3 left and 1 is upgraded. I don't think so. We'll pass on that. Here comes an elite. Okay, it's these suckers. Let's go ahead and gain haste. I'm going to apply weakness to you. 2 of these guys? That's scary. I'm going to bite command you. Clock and load. Locked anchor. Defend. Alright. So you're going to die next turn. Now we need to kill this guy quickly before it charges up. Slight problem with that. I feel like I kind of need to do the slime spray. Well, it self-retains. It'll be cheap next time. Let's do locked plans. Strike. We'll hold on to the defend. Next turn it costs 1. So now he wants to hit me pretty hard. And he's been strengthened up, which scares me. Okay, gaining 2 strength. Yeah, that's a thing. Pattern shift would do me no good. Will getting a little bit more damage from analog help me? I don't think so. Well, we're going to do slime spray. I can kill you, I think. Just barely, though. Okay. Defend. Can I make you skip to a different turn? Make you summon your guys instead of hurting me? I guess I will. And we'll hold on to both of you. And the analog is going to be free next time, so with more enemies, we can actually gain more power. 3 artifact, 1 dex, and 2 strength. Yes, please. Oh, I should have done this first. No, I don't need to do that. It's fine. Let's do the, I can get rid of your strength. What do I want? Do I want to do anything with Cuckoo? Not yet. No. Well, we're gonna do the exo coating. We'll do second hand. Echo Word would not do me a lot of good. I guess we'll go ahead and use the Pendulum and get rid of some of your strength. And then we'll back off, hold on to Overtime and Echo Words and make it free so we get freaking tons of defense. And you'll get to see that this doesn't affect Echo Word at all. Alright, he's going to do a lot of damage. So it sets up pretty nicely here. Let's do Vested Legacy first. Wait. Echo Words first. Yes. Echo Words. Vested Legacy. Notice, by the way, that it should automatically be applying some of these wards, and the damage of Overtime is not going up. It's going up as we play a regular exhaust by 7, but that's it. So, yeah, Echo Word does nothing for me there. We'll ward again. Ward again. The extra dex is pretty helpful here. Now I think I'm going to Economics. The Overtime for 37. 77 because we have 2 slows. We have 11 stacks of slow. Hit you once, hit you again, dead. Wow! That works! My god, have I actually found a way to do this? Slippery Goo. You start every combat with haste. Not bad. Mummified Hand. Whenever you play a power card, a random card in your hand is 0. Okay. Well, speaking of powers, Locked Threads unlocks the Needle and Thread replica. Gives you plated armor. Another Locked Anchor. Technically counts with the Mummified Hand. Takes 0 and makes it 0 again. I like this, but it's pretty slow. Another Locked Anchor is just straight up more block and free cards with Mummified Hand. Let's just do it. I don't think that's bad. Alright, let's see. We are going to do a quick coating and second hand. And we'll back off and hold on to Overtime. So I'm going to let you do your ritual because we need to kill you first, but I can stop you from doing your hex. So we'll be able to play skills without having a lot of dazes. We'll do Bite Command on you. A defend and a defend. Hold on to both of those. We don't get to hold on to the Overtime, unfortunately. Of course, now I'm vulnerable. 2 strength. We'll hold on to it to make it free. Let's do Echo Words, Locked Anchor. That made something free that doesn't matter. I'm going to get rid of your buffs. Right now we're taking, I think, a couple of damage. Not too bad. Let's just go ahead and do a defend. I'm going to hold on to the rest of this. We can get some strength and make wind up a little bit better next turn, I think. Locked Plans. I love that. We'll play it. Made Clock and Load free. We'll do an analog for an artifact as well as the strength. Clock and Load. Now let's do wind up. Strike. Clock and Load. Hold on to the other strike. Okay, so the artifact protects me. We'll do Locked Anchor, which made something else free. I don't remember what. Slime Spray, play it now. Do Vested Legacy, we'll get some free blocks and also apply more slow. I will play Economics. No, I will hold on to that, I think. Strike. We'll hold on to this for later. Ward, ward. I'm going to get a lot of exhausts going on here. Don't need that many. We'll do second hands. Hold on to both of these. Okay, and now... still don't have my Overtime. Exo Coating. Ward, strike, defend, defend. Do a little bit more. No reason to take any damage if we don't have to, right? There are some cards. This is where Hands Up as a card is really good. Because we can stack up enough defense that actually can do a lot of damage. This is a very good defensive deck in that sense. You're dead. We never got to use the overtime. That's weird. Upgraded Reap. Here's Watch Command, where block is not removed at the start of your next 3 turns. This could be very helpful. We're going to pick that up. All right, do we want to rest before the boss? I think the answer is probably yes. So let's do that. Accruing, a Fibonacci card. This one deals damage based on the number of cards in your hand. Up to 55 if you have 10 cards in the hand. Pretty strong. If we upgrade it, it's self-retaining as well. Alternatively, I kind of like Spring Forward for the extra draw and retain. Or more energy. So I think I'll pick this up instead. More retention and stuff lets me set up some good plays. Alright, here we go against the boss. Poison doesn't do me a lot of good. We can pattern shift you directly into an attack, but why on earth would I do that? We are going to go ahead and do Watch Command, Coding, Spring Forward. And honestly, let's go ahead and do the Vested Legacy now. We're holding on to our block anyway, so now next turn I don't have to play any block, and this helps set up over time. We'll hold on to, let's say, the Bite Command so I can do damage, as much as I like Second Hand for more retention. Okay. We have to do Anchor. I will do... what? I can get rid of all your artifacts for 3 turns? Or 5 turns? Wow. That's weird. Let's go ahead and do Echo Words. I will do a Bite Command on you. A Defend. And let's do a Cuckoo. Get rid of a Strike, a Defend, a Defend. Strike. 4 more exhausts. So overtime is already going to become very strong. We can prevent them from stealing any of my cards if we want that. But I don't really care. We got plenty of block right now. He stole my economics. Well, probably okay. Clock and Load doesn't do a lot yet. We should probably do a Slime Spray. Maybe, maybe not. Hang on. 49 damage would kill you right out. If I have no way of retaining it, we should just go ahead and do it now, right? Yeah, let's kill that. Guess we'll go ahead and do a Ward. And a Clock and Load. Both of those are self-retaining. We're going to lose all our block because the holding onto block is about to go away. We don't have the ability to cycle through the deck fast enough, but that's fine. So here comes a lot of damage. We can pattern shift you, so it's stunned and doesn't attack me at all. But right now, I'm actually okay, believe it or not. Locked Anchor makes something else free. Looks like a Defend. Ward. A Slime Spray right now doesn't do me a lot of good. I'm gonna strike you. I want my economics, but I want it at the right time. Even so, let's just go ahead and attack. No, hold on to the wind-up. We're not taking any attack damage from his Hyper Beam, which means he's stunned and I still get to hold on to my pattern shift. Analog would give me dexterity as well. Oh, wait. For some reason, he's attacking me again. Oh. Let's go ahead and play that. Well, I can force you to skip. I was kind of hoping for Pendulum here. Let's go ahead and do Slime Spray. Fall back for the energy. We'll do Locked Plans. Vested Legacy. Can we get enough block? We can, actually. What do you know? Well, almost enough. Okay. Gonna hold on to the rest. Nothing to retain. We're gonna take 1 damage from his next Hyper Beam. It's gonna hit me again. It's rude. Probably time to just go ahead and kill you. So there's my economics. Would I use it for anything in particular right now? I don't think so. Echo Words, Ward, Wind Up. I think we're going to have to force him to skip. Bite Command, Pattern Shift. So now he's stunned. Hold on to both of these. Come on, where's my overtime, dang it? There it is. 99 damage. Yes. All right, hang on. So first we Pendulum. Get rid of your artifacts. Nope, that only got rid of one artifact. It does not get rid of all of them. Okay. We could get rid of all 4 of these cards with Cuckoo to make overtime even stronger, but we're going to instead go ahead and Economics. We're going to overtime you. Why didn't it work? Oh, we didn't discount it first. Dang it! I wasted my Economics. All right, we're going to get another second hand then. And then we're going to just second hand again. And we're going to hold on to both of these cards. Ah! Didn't think about that. I needed to retain the overtime. All right, so I kind of slowed me down a little bit. Let's go for some Exo Coding. Watch Command. Nothing I really want to use Cuckoo on. I'll go ahead and strike you. Ward. Second hand. Hold on to both of these. It's trying to power up again. We have plenty of block retention. There's my overtime again. Let's go ahead and Vested Legacy for more exhaust. Hand is full. 134 damage is enough. Nice. That went well. Master Key. Another Economics. Ooh. Ooh. I can really stack up the overtimes. And because it exhausts, it's not like it thickens the deck too much anyway. We're doing another one. Alright, Astrolabe. Transform some cards, maybe. Runic Dome. Gain energy, but you can no longer see enemy intents. Kind of important. Chronograph. Cards in your hand cost 1 less energy and are upgraded for each turn they are retained. Upgraded. So it replaces the chronometer. Never tried this before. So this is free upgrades when you retain cards. Huh. Let's try it. I've never done that before. I don't know if that's the best choice, but we're going to do it. I really wish we had some more energy. We're going to have to make do without, though. Do I want to fight some bosses in this stage? Stage 3 bosses scare me. I might want to skip those. If we go down the left path, there are no more shops, so that's a problem. I'm going to take the right route, I think. One of the right routes. Alright, these guys. We can analog and get a lot of artifacts, but that wouldn't do me a lot of good right now. I will spring forward. Locked Anchor. By command is free. Let's hit the Spiker. I'm going to hold on to the rest. Do nothing. Now, they would all normally upgrade, but they're already upgraded, so we get limited value because Toxic Egg is already so good. Vested Legacy. Probably should make sure my hand isn't full before we do things like that. Let's gain some strength and an artifact. Do a Coding, and then we'll go ahead and do a strike on you. The dazes from these guys can suck, but that's why I have Cuckoo, so meh. It's annoying, but it's not a huge deal. Speaking of which, let's go ahead and use it now. Daze, 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 daze. Does that count as 4 exhausted cards? I hope so. I'm going to do the watch command and then blue shift twice. We'll retain this block for later if they decide to attack me, so I don't have to worry about it at all. Happy Flower gives me some more energy. Let's Echo Words, Ward, Locked Anchor. Overtime is now free. I'll go ahead and just kill you, I guess. I don't need to do a pattern shift. We're fine. Plenty more blocks, so I'd like to kill you this next turn if we can. 21 damage. Yeah, let's go ahead and kill you. Plenty of block. So that's no issue, but it's about to go away. Clock and Load. Let's do the second hand. I'll retain both of you. Make them free. Clock and Load gets stronger, so holding on to it is fine. Also, by retaining, we upgrade it, which makes it a lot stronger. Economics. Clock and Load. Clock and Load. Hey! Feel pretty good about this. Locked Whetstone. Each turn it upgrades a random attack in my hand for the rest of combat. Not random, I think I get to choose, actually. If we upgrade it, it upgrades every attack in my hand for the rest of combat for 4 turns. Beats per minute is a way of getting another permanent card based on intent. Locked Blood is for heals, which is not a bad idea. Do I think that I need to upgrade cards? My attacks? We have a few attacks that need to be upgraded, but not a ton. I don't think there's a lot of value in that. We're going to take the Locked Blood. It's a replica. It doesn't last forever, so again, it's kind of like an exhausted card, but healing could be helpful to me. A Slime Spray right now is alright. Well, Echo Words and Slime Spray. I get a little block, and I apply the slow to all of them, and do a tiny bit of damage. I can take no damage. Let's just take no damage. Okay, so they're all going to get some block. Blah, blah, blah. That's fine. We'll do the Locked Anchor, certainly. Make second hand free. We'll do that. And we'll do a Defend. And I'm going to hold on to both of you. Okay, so we're going to take some damage here. 9. We can get some Dex and some Strength if we play this now. But I can hold on to it for more Strength instead. We'll do a Locked Anchor. Now it's free. Well... Alright, let's just take the block. Locked Blood so I can heal. I'll strike you. And clock and load you as well. Need to kill all of them relatively close to each other, of course. That's sort of the point. I wonder if Pendulum can get rid of the lifelink. Probably not. Vested Legacy. Ward, ward, ward. We'll do the Watch command. We'll do a strike on you. Hold on to the Cuckoo, I guess. I don't know how good it's going to be. We need to use it at the right time. Yeah, drawing all the defense is not quite what I had in mind. Exo Coating. Defend, defend. Doesn't do me a lot of good, but we're not taking any damage, so that's something. They're all dying from the thorns at the very least, right? Hold on to both of these. Let's do Bite Command on you. More energy does not help me right now. I kind of need to play at least one of these. Okay. Still take no damage. You're getting very close to dead. More exhaust. Alright. Ward, ward. Second hand. Let's do one defend. I don't think we needed to do that. Hold on to the Echo Word, though. Okay, so you're going to die. You're about to die. Can I get enough strikes to make this freaking work? Yes. If I strike... I can kill you. And if I... strike and strike, you're almost dead. These are very good with dexterity, by the way. Really good with dexterity. So they're regrowing next turn, but he dies. So that's fine. Don't think we need these. Let's get the max HP. Enter the portal, immediately travel to the final boss. Ooh. The boss is Donu and Deka? Not sure how I feel about that. I think we can get a bit more value. So we're not going to do that. Do I want to go to the shop? Do I want to fight an elite? We're at full health. Dare I? Let's try fighting an elite. We have Black Star. It's just too good not to. Okay, this guy I hate. I guess I'm going to immediately use Cuckoo because I don't really have a lot else to do. Let's get rid of... Defend, 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 strike. Okay, and then I will strike and strike. And that will do me no good. Go ahead and use the poison on you and try to kill you faster, because this guy can do a lot of damage to me. Alright, Vested Legacy. Okay, so that's almost enough defense. Second hand will get me there. I don't need more energy right now. We'll use you. I'm going to hold off on the analog. Let's hold on to the economics and the pendulum, I guess? Can't remember if you buff yourself. You might. Okay, so this is what I want to avoid. Now, if I do this now, I'll get an artifact. Which I will do. Make something else free. I was hoping it was Slime Spray, but it wasn't. The rest of these are self-retaining for the most part. I'm going to lose the economics here, but that's probably fine. So you don't get to do anything to me. Alright, so the overtime is currently doing 49 damage. Not bad. 16, huh? Let's do locked plans. I mean, if I had a way of retaining this, I do. It's using this. Okay, hang on. Watch command for later. Slime spray for to get just apply the slow. Shift, do damage. Hold on to both of these. So now, if we get economics, we can make overtime double, which we did. I'm going to go ahead and do echo words. Ward. Locked anchor. Economics. Overtime. And that did 107 damage. Wow. Hey, 3 more wards. Even better. Hands up. This is what I'm talking about as far as being able to use my defense. So now we can use overtime, or we can use a huge stack up of defense to do an absolute ton of damage. We're picking it up. 31 card deck. Feels a little thick. Alright, I don't like this guy. We are going to do Locked Anchor, Vested Legacy, Ward, 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 Hands Up. And you know what? For good measure, Blue Shift. 59. So we'll do 49 damage to him on turn 1. I'd say that's pretty good. Boom! Good hit. Echo Word, Locked Plans, Slime Spray. Do I pattern shift you? I do not want to get the Parasite. I really don't. We're going to accept 6 damage, I think. Hold on to the overtime, make it cheaper. See if we can get economics to work. Did not. Okay. We will do Watch Command, Locked Anchor, Wind Up. No thank you. Very no thank you. What happens if you do Pendulum on you? You do actually lose the Malleable, and you lose the Reactive. But in this case, I want you to react, unless I want to pattern shift you. Ooh, not even that. Okay, hang on. Let us Locked Blood to heal. Defend. Overtime. Pattern shift him down to 22. Okay, we take a little less damage by doing it that way. Okay. Do I want to use the Pendulum here? There's our economics. It's not especially helpful, is it? Cuckoo actually is fine here, but I don't have much in the way of defense. And let's do Fallback. We'll do Fallback. We'll do Cuckoo. Get rid of a Defend, a Strike, and a Strike. So we'll get those exhaustions going. I'll Blue Shift, because I think we need it. And I'm going to go ahead and use Wards, so I don't take as much damage. And then, yeah, I'm going to use the Pendulum on him. Let's keep him this way. I don't want him using any more Malleable. If I retain this, it also upgrades. So I'm going to retain the Economics regular. So we have an Economics Plus now cycling through the deck again. Okay, no more Malleable, so this is good. We can gain some Strength and some Dex. Ward. Clock and Load does not do much. Second hand. Strike. Clock and Load. Hold on to the economics. We're still going to take a bit of damage here. Vulnerability is certainly not doing me any favors. Okay, we're losing our replicas. Coded. Ward. Bite command. Second hand. End turn. Hold on to both of these. Not taking any damage. His Malleable being gone certainly helps. Oh, and there goes the Bite command. Perfect. All right, Feed Potion. Another Anchor? I don't think so. I mean, I get it doesn't hurt. With Mummified Hand, it's actually still good. Let's just do it. Boss time! Okay, it is the Nemesis. Analog for an artifact. Maybe. Let's do Spring Forward. We're going to do the Locked Plans now, which makes it Defend free, which I don't need. I'm going to go ahead and do the artifact. And we're going to retain both the Watch Command and the Defense. I'm going to try to stack up a lot of... defense. Cuckoo here actually works. Because I can get rid of those 3 burns, which are now... Never mind, they're in my freaking discard pile, aren't they? Oops. Strike, defend. Strike, defend. Shouldn't have done it that way, should I? Okay. If I pattern shift you, we can make him do another debuff. Or I think just apply more burns. Let me think here. We have to do the locked anchor, certainly. Make slime spray free. So you're not capable of really taking damage right now, so this is a defensive turn anyway. Not a lot of defense, though. We're going to pattern shift you. I will do the watch command. I'm going to hold on to the economics. And the free defend, I think. And just hold on to these for a moment. Okay. More burns sucks. Hopefully we'll get Cuckoo at the right time. Pendulum, I wonder if we use this at the right time, if that would work. We'll do Blood. Makes Pendulum free. So for 5 turns, can I stop you from getting your Nemesis bonus? I wonder if this works preemptively. Well, we want to go ahead and just do a bunch of blocks. Retain both of these for now. Let's see what happens. I think the Pendulum might work. Be really cool if it does. All right, there's Vested Legacy. So let's try doing this. Yep, it gets rid of it. Perfect. We can have a really high DPS attack. But economics doesn't do any good as far as helping with overtime right now. So we don't necessarily want to do it right now. I want to do Pendulum. Let's just stop him from having any special abilities. We'll do the Vested Legacy. Ward, ward, ward. Echo Coding. Exo Coding. Hands up. And I should have 2 retentions still. So I'm going to hold on to the combo here. 58 damage to him. Via my block. No, it reset him back down here. No! Oh, freaking heck. Alright, that didn't work the way I wanted it to. Echo Word, Ward, Locked Anchor. Bite command for next turn is actually going to work. I'm going to go ahead and do economics and overtime just to add another one to the deck. I know it doesn't do any damage right now. And I'm going to retain this. I guess I could have retained both of those, couldn't I? Alright, there goes my block. But we should be able to do 70 damage there. If I ward, we can increase that further. The more slow I apply, the better this is. We'll certainly blue shift. Coated Vibrissa. Do I wind up? Blue shift. I have plenty of block right now, so if I wind up, we do a lot more damage. If I apply more slow... They're both self-retaining, but let's go ahead and play Slime Spray. Overtime does 107 damage this way. I could have made him vulnerable and killed him, but right now I actually think we're okay. I really wish that the Pendulum had worked the way I wanted it to. Alright, watch commands, blue shift, hands up. This is not going to work well. Alright, this is going to hurt a lot. Ow! But we might be able to kill him this next turn. Or not. To make him vulnerable, I don't think it's enough even then. Oh, crap. This is going to hurt. This is going to hurt. Just got to wait one more turn. Echo Word. Bite command. I don't want to pattern shift you. We're just going to have to eat the burns. That's fine. Next turn, can I get you? Wait, why do you have more Nemesis? Oh, freaking heck! What the heck am I supposed to do? This is cheating. Alright, we're so close to death now, but now we should be able to get him, right? Clock and load. Freaking heck. Alright, we got Shuriken. Strength, okay. Paper Twirtle. Slowed enemies. Begin each turn with an additional 3 slow. Pretty good. Dex Potion. An Engulf. Does not do me a whole lot of good. I mean, it's okay. It applies a lot of slow. It's actually pretty decent. But I need to cycle through the deck faster, so we're going to ignore you. Shop. Please have something good for me. Meat on the bone would be amazing. Also, meal ticket. Well, can we enter more shops? Yes, I can heal that way. That is an option. Can only get one of these. Meat on the bone. How much more combat do I think I'm going to do? So I go up here. Hopefully this is not combat, because if it is, I might die. Then we go to do these. Heal, combat, combat. There's a lot of combat. There's a lot of combat. Alright, meat on the bone might save my life. Oh, please. I've come so far. Don't let me lose now. I guess I could have bought a regen potion, but... Oh, God. Please, no combat. Alright. We begin to fall. We're going to lose a card. Lose a defend, locked anchor, clock, and load. We'll lose a defend. Spring Shield. Delayed attacks gain 2 block each turn before they activate. I don't have a lot of delays, so that doesn't matter a lot. Nothing discounted I can use, so that's not helpful. We definitely need to rest, so we'll do that. 28 health. Another hands up doesn't seem very good. Let's just get some more max HP with the Singing Bowl. Alright, lots of combat from here on out. I don't know how we're going to do here. I'm going to go ahead and use Cuckoo now. Get rid of a strike. Strike. Defend. And a defend. I guess I'll do hands up. But none of this really helps me. This is going to hurt. Alright, we need to do Vested Legacy. Get those exhaustions. Energy from fallback would be okay. If I needed it, but I don't. So we'll just hold on to Blue Shift and wind up and let the self-retain start doing its stuff. If I move you on so you don't power up, we could take 25 damage. If I do that in conjunction with something like Echo Word, Exo-Coding, a Ward, and a Blue Shift, I would rather you don't power up, so we'll make you skip that turn. He's now going to power up anyway. Well, of course he is. All right. Locked plans. Locked blood. Make something free. Do I want to do this right now? If I hold on to it, we might be able to use this for something else. We'll go ahead and do the slow and just apply it. Because with Paper Twirtle, he's now just going to take more damage every turn. Strike ya. But I'm actually going to hold on to Wind Up because, 1, my weakness will go away. 2, I know that the Paper Twirtle is going to make him have even more slow next time. We'll retain both of these so that they're free. Okay. Happy Flower gives me more energy. Love it. Strength is okay. I can make you lose your strength. I'm going to Locked Anchor. Gain strength, I guess? I guess I want to save it for an artifact. Well, do I? Let's just use it. Second hand. Defend. Pendulum. Bite command. Wind up. Hold on to the locked blood. So we can make something free later. We'll take no damage. Okay. So that extra slow is nice. I guess we'll go ahead and Locked Anchor. Locked Anchor. I still can retain 2 cards. If I don't do this, it's fine. Let's do Watch Command and Coded Vibrissa instead. We'll hold on to both of these for next turn. Never mind, I forgot. The Anchor's freaking ethereal. Well, it's not like it matters that much anyway. It's fine. Okay. So this time I'm going to do Second Hand. Locked Blood. Made Overtime free. Kind of would like to retain this if possible. I'm instead going to do Wind Up. We'll hold on to both of you. If I can get an Economics to work with Overtime, we can get another one, and that's going to kill him. There it is. All right, Economics. Overtime. 119. 119. 27 even. Boom! And we heal up a little bit more. Thank you, Meat on the Bone. Another Plated Armor. I think we're just going to go ahead and skip and move on. Bit more combat. Okay. No, it's fine. Second hand, exocoding. End turn, retain strike for free. What would I even do with all this? Vested Legacy. Ward, ward, ward. I can make you lose your barricade, but you have an artifact, so I don't know if this would work. I don't think it will. It'd be really nice if it did, but I don't think it will. Well, we have to do the anchor, certainly. Overtime is now free, so it'll do 21 damage. Let's try it. Yep, artifacts. I figured. Alright, it was worth a shot. We're going to do Slime Spray. And overtime doesn't quite kill them, but it gets very close. Let's hit this one and get him in kill range, and then just actually kill him. And this Shuriken actually means that I get more strength, too, which is nice. I can make you skip to your next turn, but I guess I'll just have to take the debuff. Okay. Alright. We are going to do Echo Words. Watch commands. Hands up doesn't do me a lot of good, does it? I'm going to apply what? What am I going to do here? Dex, hands up to attack you. We'll pattern shift you. I'm not going to take any damage. You'll gain some block. But okay. So we'll do 7 damage to you back, which is not great, but whatever. This is not exactly the hand that I'm looking for here. Okay, we're going to take some damage this time, no way around it. Not a ton, but a little bit. If it gets me below my meat in the bone territory, though, that's actually not even the worst thing in the world. Fall back for energy? Could do that. I will certainly want to do a bite command. Let's do a ward. Blue shift, bite command on you for 33. I don't know if I want to do the locked blood right now. It's just going to make this for free, and I don't necessarily want that. We're going to hold off. Okay. Don't think this will be enough to kill you. Yes, it is. Never mind. All right, perfect. Ward. Cuckoo wouldn't do me a lot of good. Analog for strength, I guess. Defend, defend, hold on to the rest. He can't hurt me. All right, I feel like we're fine in this fight now. The locked anchors are finally coming through. Let's do the blood. We can do a free wind-up. I'll do another defense, though I don't think it matters. I don't have a lot of retention right now. That's part of my problem. Bite command, defend, hands up. Blue shift for the extra defense. Pattern shift so he does less damage, so we get more damage out on him. Cuckoo goes now. We'll get rid of a defend. Strike, strike, strike. Alright, so when overtime comes around, we should do a lot of extra damage, right? So that's going to hit through his block. Almost got him, actually. Shame I don't have any freaking damage. Yes, I do. Slime Spray. Boom! Okay. Keepsakes. Lots of retention. Viscous Goo is a shifting card that applies weakness, slow, or vulnerability. More retention can be helpful. Locked Twirtle. Slowed enemies begin with an additional 3 per turn. Do I dare? Unblocked damage. There's not going to be a lot of unblocked damage against the boss, is there? But a lot of retention means that this actually ends up saving me energy, not costing it. At the same time, this 0 cost, but we have a pretty thick deck. We wouldn't get to do it very much, and Donu and Deka both have artifacts. Locked Twirtle applies more slow. I'm going to go for the Locked Twirtle, so we can apply more slow and hopefully get a lot of extra damage done on these guys. We will second hand, certainly. Coat of Vibrissa. Defend. Just don't want to take any damage. Slime Spray gets cheaper. Okay. He's only doing 10 damage right now. I'm going to go ahead and Pendulum you stuck there. Let's fall back. Slime Spray, Bite Command, Wind Up, Clock and Load. We gain some strength out of the bargain. Not much in the way of block, unfortunately. Okay, this is where I want to see things like Vested Legacy, so we'll play this. Ward, ward, ward. Locked Turtle, I guess I'll go ahead and play. Makes defend free. Do I strike you? What would happen? Okay, he'd do way more damage. We don't want to do that. See, this is where Pattern Shift giving you intelligence becomes super helpful. All right, he's got 6 slow. That's pretty good. Locked Anchor. Just hoping to make overtime free. Pattern Shift is better technically. Will Echo Words. Locked Blood. This is now discounted, right? Can I do this? Let's try it. Economics. Overtime. It does give me another one. Kill him. Nice. An upgraded accruing. If we hold on to a lot of cards, this could do a lot of damage. It's the could part that scares me. I'm not going to mess with it. Let's just gain some health. Anything we really want to smith? I don't think so. I think we just go ahead and rest and go into the boss. Another Vested Legacy is actually great. More exhaustion means even better over times. Also, don't forget that I have haste, so every card that I'm playing, including those exhausting ones, gives me extra block. Alright, Pendulum would not do me a lot of good right now. We're going to spring forward. We can do Locked Turtle. But instead, I'm going to do Exo Coating and a Defend. If I Pattern Shift you, these guys do their attacks at the same time, which is a little bit awkward. Let's hold on to the Overtime and the no, just the Overtime, I guess. I mean, we'll make it cheaper technically. Didn't get Economics, but we do have Vested Legacy, so we'll play that. Block, block, block. Defend or Blue Shift? Blue Shift. Overtime. Okay, 35 block is plenty. They gain some block. Locked Anchor. Locked Plans is free is awesome. Let's do Cuckoo. Get rid of the Defend, the Strike. I'm going to get rid of the Clock and Load. Well, wait, this could be a long fight. This could end up being okay. But it honestly feels kind of weak compared to a lot of the other things that I've got. I don't think I need the Locked Blood, but it does make something free. A Ward is an easy choice, but it is another exhaust card. I am going to get rid of the Clock and Load. And then, yeah, I think we'll go ahead and get rid of the Ward. Okay, this doesn't do me a whole lot of good, unfortunately. Could Pattern Shift, but I don't know if I see the point. I think we're just going to have to take the damage. Hold on to the Economics. It upgrades. So that's certainly nice. We have to Anchor and Anchor. I guess we'll use the Hands Up here. Let's go ahead and do a Slime Spray just to apply slow and get rid of some artifacts. I will get the Dex and the Strength by doing Analog. And I don't see the point in doing an Economics on Hands Up. We'll hold on to you still. The slow getting rid of the artifacts helps a little bit. Okay, we want to do an Echo Words and a Vested Legacy. A Ward, a Ward, a Ward. Probably should go ahead and do a Watch command. And then a Bite command on you. That's a pretty good amount of block. Hold on to the Economics still. Not getting a lot of value out of our retained plans, unfortunately. 36 more damage. Smack. Okay, I've got 2 Economics in the hands. Not helpful. Locked Blood. Second hand. Ward. I'm going to go ahead and just do the Blue Shift and hold on to this extra block. Hold on to both economics. Come on, overtime. You've got to arrive soon. If I can double economics you, we will have so much DPS. Dang it. All right, hang on. Artifacts don't do me a lot of good here. Strength is nice and all. We still have a pretty good amount of block. We're going to go ahead and do the ward. I'll do a wind-up. I want to make sure I have space in my hand for these wards, so we'll do all 3 of these. It's a lot of block we're holding on to right now. I'm going to hold on to the analog, the blue shift. And once again, the economics, but I think this is the last turn we can hold on to them, so I really need that overtime to show up right now. Right now. Do it. Come on! Okay, didn't happen. Cool. Guess what we're going to do? We're going to economics the analog and do it twice. Extra strength and dex. Okay, so wards are now extremely potent. I'm going to slime spray you early and get rid of the rest of your artifacts. Let's do a ward and a blue shift and a defend. The economics is going to go away, unfortunately. If he applies a lot of dazes into my decks, I guess we could use Cuckoo again. Locked Turtle. Yep. Watch command, Vested Legacy. Ward, ward, ward. I can get rid of your strength for the next 5 turns, and I will. I don't need to use the fallback, unfortunately. Okay, so right now, he's not doing any damage. We retain a little bit of block. They're gaining so much more strength, though. Okay. We're going to go ahead and blue shift and just defend. This is a bit of a problem. I can't draw what I need. The deck is too thick. Oh, there's the overtime. Freaking heck. Okay, we're going to hold on to overtime. I will apply vulnerability when the time comes. We can do so much damage, we can kill one of them. Alright, we need to survive this next attack. Hold on to the overtime. Make it cheaper. Economics right now would make me win. Economics right now would make me win. Of course, we don't have it. Didn't think I would. It's not even in the deck right now. It's in the discard pile. Echo word. Ward. Ward. Coded. If I overtime you right now, you die. But you're also the least threatening for at least 2 more turns. But if I kill you, I can handle the tanking damage. I'm just going to kill him. Kill Deca. I don't usually do it, but let's do it. Alright, we have enough block to survive this. I wouldn't have necessarily had enough block to survive the next attack, hence why I did it that way. Okay. Watch command doesn't do me a lot of good. Cuckoo, yes. We'll do it now to burn through some cards. Let's get rid of the days, 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 and days. Okay. We'll do the watch command. I don't need block right now. And I don't need energy right now. So we're going to hold off on that. Okay, Paper Twirtle is gone. He has no slow affecting him right now. We are going to Vested Legacy. He's dead. We got him. Block, block, block. Overtime, 276. Whack. Wow! First time I've won a Disciple run, actually. Very happy about that. Hello, Heart. Die, Heart. 783. Not fantastic. Mainly because we were very slow. An hour and a half. That is a long run. Wow. Okay. That was fun. Okay, so overtime, better than I thought, especially if you can do it in conjunction with a lot of exhaustion. Economics, you know, it was good. I kind of think if we had stuck with a thin deck with the overtime and 2 Vested Legacies in the economics so we could have more overtimes that are free, we could have won these fights a lot faster, I think. A thin deck would have been better. But we got to explore a lot of cards, and I'm happy about that. So that's a Disciple, everybody. It's a really cool character. I like it a lot. Really hard, though. Really glad that I finally got to win something. Thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If so, then I would ask you to hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe, hit that notify bell. And I will see you guys next time.